928 Productions presents Captain America the Star-Spangled Man, Season 1, Episode 1, The Secret Origin of Captain America. Written by John Keller. Directed by John Keller and Henry Longfellow. Produced by 928 Productions.
I am Uatu, the Watcher, a sole observer in the infinitesimal flurry of realities within our multiverse. I observe tales of the best of men succumbing to the worst. I see stories of the worst redeeming themselves to become the best. This story is not one of those. It is about a great man becoming greater, and a great tragedy. It starts, as all great stories do, with a scrawny kid getting his crap kicked in.
I can do this all.
Meet Steve Rogers, a 5'4", 90-pound, soaking wet young adult living in Brooklyn in 1941, just as the USA is entering the war.
Give in, kid. Just give up.
I don't think I will.
Well then, you better get ready for it.
Suddenly, with a trash can lid in hand, Steve rockets his fist against the thug's jaw.
Oh, now you'll get it.
Oh, I don't think so.
A young, thin but tall, red-headed man by the name of Arnie Roth grabs the bully's fist and punches the thug in the face.
Now you better run. You okay, Steve?
I'm fine. Some scrapes and bruises here and there, but they'll heal.
Not too sure about the nose, pal.
It's broken, but nothing a little ice and a towel can't fix.
Maybe some stitches, too?
Come on, Arnie. We both know that's not in the budget.
You know, my aunt still needs someone to sweep if you're looking for work.
Yeah. I know where my place is.
Steve, I'll say this one time and I'll say it a million times. You're not fit for it. Flat-footed, scrawny, asthmatic. I'm not saying this to break you down, but let's be real, Steve, you wouldn't make it. I can't lose you.
Arnie, I get it. I really do.
Then why are you doing this? Huh? Why keep running at the same brick wall knowing it's just gonna knock you down?
Someone has to.
There's other ways, Steve!
And I respect that. I do. But this war, it's bigger than us. Bigger than Brooklyn. Bigger than the block. If everyone just stood back because it was hard or dangerous, we'd lose. And that's not gonna happen. Not while I'm here.
You're stubborn as hell. You know that?
I've been told.
Fine. But at least let me help. Gonna need someone to keep you in one piece after all these stupid fights.
Thanks, Arnie.
Don't thank me yet. Next time you're about to get flattened, maybe try running away for once.
I'll think about it.
Steve's voice carried a conviction far larger than his fragile frame. But to Arnie, it was more than conviction. It was recklessness. Little did Steve know that one Abraham Erskine watched as the conversation ended, his sharp eyes taking in every word, every act of defiance, every ounce of unyielding determination. Steve Rogers hung his sopping wet clothes on a clothesline outside his little apartment when a man approached him. The man was no taller than he was, but much more squat. The man wore glasses that accompanied his sparkling silver hair.
Hello, Mr. Rogers.
Whatever it is you're selling, sir, I ain't buying.
That is not what I'm here to talk to you about, Mr. Rogers. I'm from the government. Come, sit.
The old man gestures Steve over to the porch of his apartment, where he sits down.
My name is Dr. Abraham Erskine, head of a new government program called Weapon Plus.
About a week after Dr. Erskine introduces Steve to his idea, Steve Rogers lies in the back of an army van, getting his vitals checked for one more time before he single-handedly changes the fate of the war. As the soldiers escort Steve Rogers to the unsuspecting antique store, they walk down to a staircase, and a large lab is revealed. Inside are all kinds of incomprehensible machines and doodads.
Erskine! It's your little wonder kid? It's a little small, don't you think?
Meet Dr. Phineas Horton, one of the best engineers on this side of the war and one of the biggest egos.
Oh, and you say that like you're not, Doctor.
Ah, and the ever-lovely Agent Peggy Carter joining us today.
Oh, shove it, Doctor. Churchill just wants to see what he's actually helping pay for.
Ma'am, I promise you won't regret it.
Lay off the coffee, kid. Making you all jittery.
I believe that is just Steve's nurse.
Doctor, it doesn't help that you haven't told me why I'm here.
We had to make sure you weren't a Hydra spy, son.
Says a tall, grizzled man with an eye patch and a cigar. He wore an all-blue jumpsuit with a logo of a bird on his shoulder that read, SHIELD.
Hydra?
An Axis super science and mystical division. Group of Nazi punks who need to have their crap rocked. What's your name, son?
Private Stephen Rogers, sir.
Well, Private Rogers, welcome to Project Rebirth. My name is Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. In less than 15 minutes, you will be the world's first super soldier.
Super soldier? That's a lot to live up to.
It is. But from what I hear, you're used to being underestimated. That's a good thing, Rogers. Surprise is a hell of a weapon.
Nick Fury's sharp gaze lingered on Steve for a moment before he turned toward the lab's centerpiece, a gleaming cylindrical pod surrounded by control panels and buzzing monitors.
All right, everyone, let's get this show on the road. Erskine, where's the serum?
Patience, Phineas. This is not something we rush.
You'll do fine. Just don't pass out, all right?
I'll do my best, ma'am.
Just then, a familiar figure stepped into the lab, his presence unnoticed by most, but significant to the moment. Colonel Chester Phillips, one of the key overseers of the Super Soldier program.
Let's get one thing straight, Erskine. This isn't a science experiment. This is a war effort. You screw this up, we waste millions of dollars and months of work. Got it?
You will not be disappointed.
Colonel, maybe try encouraging him before you scare him off.
Encouragement doesn't win wars, Carter.
Enough. Mr. Rogers, please, step inside.
Steve approached the pod, his heartbeat loud in his ears. This was it, the moment he had dreamed of and feared in equal measure.
Remember, Mr. Rogers, the serum amplifies what is inside. Good becomes great. Bad becomes worse. You must stay true to who you are.
I'll do my best, sir.
As the pod sealed shut, Steve could see the faces of those watching through the reinforced glass. Fury, Carter, Horton, Phillips, and Erskine. Each carried a different expression. Doubt, hope, curiosity, and quiet determination.
Start the power sequence. Let's light this thing up. Oh, it's working. It's working!
The pod powered down, steam hissing as it slowed opened. Out stepped Steve Rogers. Not the scrawny, battered young man who had entered, but something more. Tall, broad-shouldered, radiating strength, yet carrying the same unassuming determination in his eyes.
Well, I'll be damned. Did it work?
Yes, it did, son!
But before the team could celebrate, a Hydra agent embedded in the lab revealed himself. Gunfire and smoke filled the room as the enemy made their move.
Rogers, you wanted to fight? Well, here's your chance.
And so, the first battle of Captain America began. Not on the front lines of Europe, but in a hidden lab beneath an antique store. Steve would run faster than he ever had before as the embedded Hydra agents got in a car and ran away. Steve grabbed a trash can lid and tossed it like a frisbee through the windshield of the assailant. It would accidentally kill the assailant. He ran back to the lab where he would see Erskine lifeless on the ground.
Son, you just became more important than you.
Steve Rogers, the man who dreamed of fighting for freedom, now found himself battling a far stranger foe. Stage fright.
Punch Hitler in the jaw. Buy war bonds. Yeah, real hero work.
There you are! It's almost time.
Time for what? Dance around in this ridiculous getup again?
Time to inspire people.
Look, I get why we're doing this, Peggy, but I'm supposed to be out there, on the front lines, a soldier. Not this.
I know it's not what you wanted. But people don't just need soldiers, Steve. They need a symbol. A reminder that there's hope even in the darkest times. And right now, that's you.
I just didn't think being a soldier would mean waving pom-poms.
You're better at it than you think.
Hey, is this Captain America's room?
Yeah? Who's asking?
Name's Bucky Barnes. I'm a big fan.
Oh, big fan, huh?
Yeah, and I just got hired as his assistant. They said I'm supposed to boost the kid appeal.
Wait, assistant?
Yeah, you know, they help you out with your shows, carry your shield, stuff like that.
You're just a kid.
14 and a half, and I've been practicing. Okay, maybe not the shield yet, but I'll get there.
Look, kid.
Oh, Steve, I think it's sweet. And he's right. Having someone like him around might make things a little less lonely.
All right, fine. But no heroics. Got it?
Got it.
Rogers, you're up at 5.
You're on.
And so, Captain America took the stage. Not as the soldier he longed to be, but as the icon the world needed. With a young sidekick by his side, and a crowd cheering his name, Steve Rogers stepped into his new role. But for all the applause, his thoughts were never far away.
Captain America stars on the silver screen. World record amount of war bonds sold because of Captain America and Bucky. Captain America going nationwide. Check your front page to see if he's coming to your city. U.S. Army morale never higher, thanks to their Star-Spangled Man.
In the back of an army van traveling from England to France, Steve Rogers sketches a drawing of himself in his garish garb punching Adolf Hitler in the face.
What you drawing, Cap?
Just, some plans. Yeah, plans.
And those plans are?
Finally leaving these tours. We both know I shouldn't be selling war bonds. I should be on the front lines with everybody else.
Well then, Stevie, I have an early birthday present for you. Okay, numbskulls, pretend like you've heard of a two-way radio before.
What's the news, Horton?
Me and Fury's club, the Howling Commandos, Likely got captured by some ratsies.
Ratsies?
Nazis, Bucky.
Oh.
Horton, Jedi alert, Phillips. I don't see the point of you contacting.
Come on, Cap. Even I could see it. The Prof's giving you a chance. Let's go test our metal, Cap.
But the repercussions.
Screw the repercussions. Let's go kick some ratsy tail.
Kid. You're gonna get me in trouble. Horton, we'll get him home by dinner time.
Season 1, Episode 1, co-written and directed by John Keller and Henry Longfellow. Connor Dillworth plays Steve Rogers, Nick Fury, and Phineas Horton. Josh Jennings plays scrawny Steve Rogers. Grayson Luther plays Arnie Roth and Bucky Barnes. Thomas Barker plays Uatu the Watcher. Zoey Hebert plays Peggy Carter. Nkumu Ifasso plays Dr. Erskine. And John Keller plays Phillips.